What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Peanut Keith, man. I'm back with another reaction video today, man. Before we get started, I just want to say don't skip. We almost had 1,000 subs, man. So if you're new to the channel, I ask one thing: if you make it to the end of the video, you like it, drop a sub, leave a like, leave a comment, come back for more, man. We trying to grow this channel. We've been growing at a rapid pace. I appreciate all the love, man. With that being said, we're gonna jump right into it though. We're gonna be reacting to this video. They saying Drake responded to Kendrick. You know, Kendrick threw a couple shots in his new album and shit like that. Drake responded. Let's see what he talking about. Let's see what's going on, man. We gonna jump right into it, man.
Now, as all eyes were on Kendrick Lamar this weekend, as he just dropped his brand new record, GNX, and it has been absolutely everywhere. As this record is, of course, the first new Kendrick Lamar project since his beef with Drake. We all knew it was always going to be a rough time for Drake when this thing eventually came out, and now despite Drake having months in advance to prepare for whatever Kendrick may have been throwing out that we all knew just from the hype alone was going to shatter records and just create and solidify a moment that nobody was going to miss. Instead of Drake working in the studio, getting any sort of music ready that can win him back any sort of respect, or just having some sort of a decent moment or announcement ready to go that can try to...
I just want to say, man, Drake, I feel like the beef was closer than people making it seem to be. Like Kendrick just blew him out, bro. I wasn't reacting at the time when all the diss records was dropping, but I feel like Family Matters, bro, was one of the best diss records of that whole fucking beef. Like, that was one of the top records. That and Not Like Us can go neck and neck. They both, you can turn up to them, and they both was talking they shit. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, but I feel like the beef was way closer than people making it seem, bro. They seem like making it seem like it was a blowout.
To limit the impact of this massive release from Kendrick Lamar, who over everything for Drake right now is the one guy that he is obsessed with and is still not over the absolute destruction of his career that he pulled off. In this pivotal time that if played right, while Drake is never going to change the narrative of what happened, it could have at least given him an ounce of credibility and respect back. Instead of doing anything right, Drake just decided to continue to run away from the decaying circus that is the future of his rap career, and just like he has been trying to do with all of his petty antics and posting on his social media, he just did something that is ultimately trying to create a distraction from the fact that we are almost 12 months into the year. And yet Drake has not released one genuine hit, which really is an all-time low for him. And so right now, so perfectly in character...
Another thing, Drake doesn't have to drop music ever again if he don't want to. No glaze, but it's Drake we talking about. The nigga is already solidified his spot in the Hall of Fame, music-wise. He don't got to drop again. Now, I feel like the only people who saying this shit, the same shit Boy was saying is, like, Drake ain't dropped a hit, is unused, da-da-da. He can drop a hit, I feel like, whenever the fuck he literally wants to. No glaze, once again, it's Drake, bro. Don't let the Kendrick beat fool you or let you forget who Drake is, bro. Drake one of them ones. Not gonna lie, he one of them ones, bro. But Kendrick also one of them ones, which it makes it hard, but we ain't gonna forget who Drake is.
For who Drake is. What he decided to do in this time was go on stream with live streamer XQC. And after sitting on camera in real time with people all over the world tuned in waiting to see what version of himself Drake is even going to be projecting at this point in time, somehow, even after months to just think about how to move forward from this beef and try to adapt some sort of a comeback strategy, Drake has shown that he is just falling further and further into shambles, because instead of joining this stream like a normal person would, and just having fun with the creator you're sitting next to, and the chat that wants to talk to you, and with this community interaction showing off who you really are as a person, like pretty much every rapper has done when they appear alongside someone like Kai Cenat, for example, Drake maybe did one of the most humiliating live streams of all time, because seriously, everything that could have went wrong in something like this did. Now, before we look into how this moment was just a sheer and utter disaster for Drake, and how still Kendrick Lamar, without even trying, is destroying Drake's career, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And so now with this hysterically embarrassing moment from Drake, with seemingly every move he made on this stream, he just kept reminding everyone of all the beef he has been involved in, and as a result, all of the embarrassment and losses he has taken. And this is because from Kendrick Lamar to other artists he has been at odds with in some capacity, he just never stopped yapping about all the other people in the music industry that he doesn't like. And he just did this in the most pathetic way you would ever think a rapper of his stature would. Because in of itself, a hip-hop artist in this time where his back is against the wall and his rivals like Kendrick Lamar are doing all-time great things, Seeing somebody who has called themselves the best MC ever just sit in a chair on a stream instead of trying to find ways to save his image through his bars is just the most anti-hip-hop thing we have ever seen. And when it comes to just being anti-hip-hop, because this really is what Drake is at this point in terms of what he is representing, and as he has even said on stream, how he is directly going against the entirety of the genre by saying things like hip-hop is in a weird place right now. Which even with saying that, it really just seems like a way for him to...
And not making excuses for Drake, bro, but once again, not even just with him. When you reach a certain level of success in life, bro, whether that's music or whatever you're doing, you're eventually going to become a businessman, which means you're going to drop less and you're going to be doing more business because you got more money now and you can't rap forever. So it's coming to a point. I feel like Drake probably going to retire soon, but it might be coming to the point where he like, I'm just focused on business right now. Now, is it bad timing? Yes, because Kendrick dissing him. Dissing the fuck out of him and everybody going crazy. But yeah, I gotta take that into consideration, bro. Some people become businessmen once they become so successful and master their craft. Not making excuses though, because we do want to hear some music, and we do want some more rap beef.
Cope about the fact that Kendrick Lamar pretty much banished him from rap royalty. Altogether, when we see how Drake is just alienating himself from everything that's related to hip hop. In a way, it's really sad that the most notable moments we have seen from Drake in months are coming from what he is saying, as he is half paying attention sitting down in a chair with no interest in what's going on, both with the streamer he is sitting next to and with the chat who wants to speak to him whatsoever. And again, while Kendrick Lamar dropped this album that is breaking streaming records and is setting new heights for what a concise and meaningfully crafted body of work can do in the streaming era, all Drake is doing here is trying to poke and taunt Kendrick Lamar with his pathetic and meaningless phrases. And he came at Kendrick directly on the stream when he said, "You need facts to take me out, fairy tales won't do it." And I mean, the way that Drake is still saying this, as he is literally being a
Y'all think we get another Drake diss record to Kendrick, or he just gonna keep throwing subs and like little videos or streams or shit like that? He said you need facts to take me out, not fairy tales. You know, but on the beef, Kendrick was making up shit saying that Drake had a hidden daughter and he was a pedophile and all this other shit with no facts or no proof. So Drake like, yo, stop putting that on my name, come with the facts. You feel me? Okay, Drizzy.
Spectator on the side of everything else that's happening in hip-hop is ironic. And again, with these words, we see Drake here using this same old narrative that claims that Kendrick defeated him based on lies and deception. And I mean, if you just have any sort of critical thinking skills. Well, we all have known that in rap beefs, not everything said is 100% true. All of Kendrick's disses were rooted in a reality and truth that we have all seen from Drake with our very own eyes, which is why they stuck and made such an impact against him in the first place. So with Drake still not understanding the fundamental rules of rap beef, and just having no major successful moments to dispute.
Also, I just want to say this is a well put together video, man. Shout out to the creator of this video. I'm gonna put the link below for this John. It's a well put together video, man. Shout out to you.
The idea that his career hasn't been in shambles ever since the beef. At the point we are at, Drake just sounds like he is complaining for the sake of it and to try to victimize himself and make his fans have empathy for him, which again just goes back to Kendrick's sentiment of him being a master manipulator, as he is just ignoring any semblance of logic or truth when he makes these claims. And now when it comes to trying to diss and get back at Kendrick Lamar here, Drake didn't stop with this awful one-liner, as he also announced that he is going to be touring Australia in 2025. Which is a big announcement on his end, as it is showing us that he is going to be trying to come back outside and not post on social media or do weird events like these, and is actually going to be doing something for his music career, which I guess is a step in the right direction. With this entire move, all Drake is trying to do here is really diss Kendrick Lamar, as he is starting this tour on February 9th, which he was so excited to announce. And now what's significant about this date is that this is the same day as the Super Bowl halftime show, where Kendrick Lamar is of course going to be playing the biggest event in all of music. And I mean, if this was supposed to be a diss or something to try and send a message to Kendrick Lamar, announcing that you're running away from the country that Kendrick told you to get out of, during one of the lamest live streams that has been talked about all year, was about the most pathetic thing he could have done. And when you compare Kendrick's cinematic announcement trailer to Drake just babbling on this stream, where he sounds like he's not just confused, bored, and really like he doesn't want to be here at all, but it's also just so clear that he's only even doing this tour in the first place to get back at...
It seemed like bro hate Drake. The creator of this video seemed like he hate Drake, bro.
Kendrick Lamar as
He
opposed to
started
actually
cursing him
wanting to
out.
continue his journey as a rapper and artist forward. Overall, and there is no other way to say this, but this is the lamest announcement that Drake could have made when it comes to announcing his return to either getting back on the stage or in the booth. And now continuing in this run of just announcing things that have absolutely no hype to them. Drake also tried to take the spotlight away from Kendrick Lamar by saying that his collab album with Party Next Door is 75% complete. Which honestly now, with this new Kendrick album being released and it having such a strong impact already, I mean,
You know what's so
between what we are
crazy, bro?
seeing from Kendrick,
Once again, like I said in the other video, this beef, if anything, it's gonna boost both of their careers because now everything they drop, bro, everybody gonna be so invested into it and they gonna want to listen to it just and see if anybody throwing any subs or any disses and any other songs. So this album he about to drop with Party Next Door, everybody gonna tune in just for the simple fact they think he gonna diss Kendrick. So they both benefiting off this.
and then just seeing Drake talk about this album, where despite him saying that it's going to be great and that it's almost done, when you hear the tone of his voice and hear his mannerisms, he just sounds so unenthusiastic about it. Again with this, somehow Drake is even making the announcement of a whole new project, which is something that everyone wants to see from him in this time sounds so lame. And now as the stream went on, Drake just continued to set new lows on how pathetic of a person he can be. As whether he was sounding more engaged by yelling at the people giving him flack in the chat as opposed to anything else he said or did while being on the stream. Which again just highlights how bitter this man is in his very nature. So then when XQC played The Weeknd and Drake said you've got to switch the song We're Real Sixers, or when he laughed when Metro Boomin's Trance was played, or when he called out Steve Lacy on the stream in this weird and vague way, even Steve Lacy has already posted about and is just laughing as opposed to being intimidated. Altogether, all these moments from Drake just show us that he is lost. And due to the way
Drake called him a fragile op, I seen. Who the fuck even thinks of some shit like that? A fragile op. Now everybody going at Drake though. This shit's so crazy, bro, because he said in the song, like, what the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? This shit more like a 100v1 now. Now everybody hate Drake, bro. He used to be the fucking top nigga in the rap game, bro. Everybody should love this nigga now. This is nothing but hate towards bro. He's still an amazing artist, bro. I guess Kendrick fans he got more of a bigger fan base.
Everything has transpired for him. Instead of trying to do anything good for his career, he is just wallowing in all of the negativity that has been built up inside of him and letting it make him just make this more petty and really in a lot of ways sad version of a man that we have ever seen. And really, I think the best part about this all has to be Kendrick Lamar's reaction to the crash out Drake had on this stream, which really just shows how Kendrick has never respected this man less.
What Kendrick say?
I think the best part about this all has to be Kendrick Lamar's reaction.
It's y'all probably can read that, but I'm gonna read it out loud. I guess this Kendrick, it said you done turned blood into a streamer on Phillies. Kendrick laughed and they said that's a damn shame. He said he tripping. Blood don't want no smoke, Philly gang. Yo, they clowning the fuck out
the
Drake.
crash out Drake had on this stream, which really just shows that Kendrick has never respected this man less. And I mean, when we look at the difference between him and Kendrick, it's just so strange that Kendrick was able to take his disdain for Drake and utilize it to kick off one of the greatest runs in hip-hop history. Meanwhile, with Drake, he hasn't done anything good for his career since this beef. He has just been letting his bitterness for Kendrick taint his career in terms of the success and quality of everything he is putting out. And I mean, even beyond the art, overall, Drake's image is just an absolute joke because of this. As now, the only version of Drake we have seen in the past few months is the exact same person that Kendrick Lamar portrayed him out to be in terms of the fact that he just can't grow up and do things like the rest of us would. And I mean, while this is just such odd behavior, especially from somebody who is in a profession like rapping, where you are supposed to be a resilient and inspiring personality. I guess in a way we shouldn't be surprised by how sour of a place Drake is in and how different he is moving than Kendrick. Because at the core of what these artists represent, this is what separates both of them as rappers in every sense of the word, from the music they create to their respect for the craft. And the difference has never been more visible than right now, because as Kendrick has told us, when he is lost, he continues to search in himself until he can find where to go. Meanwhile, with Drake, he is just really having a public temper tantrum for all of us to see, and it is spanning across an almost entire year's worth of time at this point. And in this live stream setting that we have just seen him in, I think we really just saw the worst of it to this point, as we just witnessed a version of Drake that over everything has absolutely nothing positive to offer to hip-hop. But what's crazy is that as Drake keeps doing more and more ridiculous stunts and keeps getting more bitter as his rivals find more success, which with the events that someone like Kendrick Lamar has lined up, this is definitely going to be something we will see. I won't be surprised when he finds yet another way to show that he is having one of the greatest downfalls, not just in hip-hop, but really in the history of music. And so now with all that said, let me know. What did you think about this moment from Drake and everything he had to say and throw towards his competition? Did you think this made him look any better in this time, or especially in this moment when Kendrick Lamar is running everything, did this just bring his name to a new all-time low? Well, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now, if you want to see how when it comes to this nightmare that is the current state of Drake's career right now, things are only going to get a lot worse for him because Kendrick Lamar still is planning to release another album in the near future that is going to be even more ambitious than the one we just got. Check out the suggested video.
So first off, I want to say shout out to the creator of this video. I'm gonna put his link below. Y'all can go subscribe to him, leave some likes, leave some comments, turn his channel up, man. Shout out to him. With that being said, my takeaways from this is that one, I do believe you're gonna have a round 2 of a rap beef between Kendrick and Drake. I feel like you can only poke somebody so much before they respond. I feel like Drake just trying to figure out who really on his side right now and who not. But he definitely gonna drop another rap diss. If it's not a full diss, he gonna do some shit in his new album with Party Next Door, or he gonna drop a new song dissing Kendrick. Also, Kendrick definitely gonna respond because he seemed like he locked in and he in that mood right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. And like I said, I feel like the first rap beef was closer than people think, and they not giving Drake enough credit. We can't forget who Drake is. Yeah, Kendrick, he did talk his shit, bro, but he didn't really expose anything that we didn't know about Drake. Light skin is just naturally sensitive, you feel me? If anything, like, he just confirmed a lot of shit, but he didn't expose nothing new, you feel me? But yeah, those my 2 biggest takeaways from this. We definitely gonna get a part 2, man. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. Do y'all think we gonna get a part 2? Do y'all think Drake should respond? I know I want to see another rap beef. I don't know about y'all, man. With that being said, though, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers, man. Love y'all. Till next time.